TD Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead, click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with dun, dun, dun. Sweet Beloved. What's up? T from Wisconsin checking in. Sweet Beloved from Florida, the Sunshine State. I see Motown Mimi. What up? We Troy, huh? That's what I'm talking about. It's a family affair. What's up, Marcellus? Turn that cap lock off for me, player. Queet, H-Town, what's up? Yeah, Oprah and TD Jakes got some words for y'all. All y'all been talking that little fly stuff about Oprah and TD Jakes. They coming for y'all. Yeah, they not playing around. Yeah, Oprah and TD Jakes got some choice words for y'all, all of y'all. We finished or we done? All of y'all. They tired of y'all accusing them, trying to tie them in with Diddy and all of that stuff, man. They coming for y'all. So let's get into it. Off top. Diddy is currently in the midst of an intense legal battle, and both Oprah Winfrey and Pastor TD Jakes want nothing to do with it. Recently, the two of them took to the stage at a religious annual Good Soil Forum in Dallas. Oprah took the opportunity to address the AI-generated images of her and the bad boy founder that have circulated online in recent months, making it clear that she never attended any of his infamous parties. Check out what Oprah said. She has some choice words for all of y'all. First of all, you know, anytime somebody start off a sentence with first of all, they mean business. First of all, I have never been near a Puffy party. She began and then she said, I have never been near a Puffy party. And anybody who knows me, if there is a party, I am the first one out. The nature of my personality is that I am not a party person. That is not who I am. I like to sit at home with my thoughts by the fire with the dogs. As far as TD Jakes, he says he did go to one of Diddy's parties, but didn't stick around for long. He said, I stopped by Puffy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people out. And they came out and he said, out of that came a love affair. He said he stopped by Diddy's house at 2 o'clock to say happy birthday. And out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff. He explained that we were sharing the same. Let's get Jerry Springer on in on it. He said, not only do they not know, but to help spread it. He said, and not only do they not know it, but they help spread it. Jakes continued, I am almost 70 years old. What do I look like? I am a grandfather, you mother. What do I look like at this late day going? But that is the kind of world that we live in. TD Jakes said, oh, he also said, okay, TD Jakes, okay, he just texted me, y'all. TD Jakes just text me a message. Willie D, you tell all of your subscribers that they can go to hell if they are trying to connect me with Diddy. I am T to the mother. I can't say that word, but he said it to me. He said, I am T to the mother. T to the mother, y'all fill in the blank. T to the mother D, Jakes. And I don't play that SHIT. Any of your subscribers who got a problem with me can meet me outside the church. And don't think I'll be by myself. I'm going to sick all 30,000 members on their ass. Now what y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, everybody ain't playing, man. Everybody ain't playing. So TD Jakes say, you know, he coming. He ain't playing no games with y'all. And he gonna put them members on y'all. You don't want to mess with no church members, man. When them church members click up, they be serious, man. They ain't backing down. Okay, he just sent me another message. TD Jakes just sent me another message. Check this out. This the other message you see right there? Right, it got proof right there. It got proof. So he just sent another message. Yeah. And as far as Oprah goes, I stopped effing with her a long time ago. I just had her on my show just for optics, make it look like I'm cool because women still like her, mostly. But she's on her own. I'm rocking for myself. She's on her own. I don't F with Oprah Winfrey. She lost me when she threw Michael Jackson under the bus. So I ain't F with her since. She can kiss my black. What? Man, I ain't know TD Jakes talk like that. Hold on, I'm finna block him because I don't even know how he got my number. I'm gonna block him. Hold on. Yeah, man, TD Jakes say, man, y'all better get up off of him, man. He said, get up off him. What's up, Miss Red, Angela Thomas? What's up? Oh, he just sent me another message. TD Jakes just sent me another message. He say, I'm laying low. I'm running the church, but it looked like my daughter is running it. But I'm still part of this. I know that these fools who follow me are going to fall for the okie doke. And they will believe anything we tell them as long as we tell them from the pulpit. I'm running the show. This is my God thing. Puffy is my partner. and I would ride for my mother and niggas. What? TD Jakes said I would ride for my mother and niggas. Say I would ride for my mother, nigga. He say, I would ride for my mother niggas in my Master P voice. Damn. See, I just look like this. I'm a bishop, but don't get it twisted. I would twist you up and leave you on the ground. Screaming, fighting for your life. I'm reading some of this stuff I can't read because of YouTube policies. I can't read some of this stuff. I'm just looking at it like, I'm that N-word for real. For real, for real. This ain't no rapper S-H-I-T. This is the real deal. What they say is how I live. I live the life for real. I got the yachts and the mansions and the planes. I got real Rolex watches encrusted, bust down. I got a bust down Rolex watch and a bust down wife. Why would he say something like that? This is crazy. Damn. This is crazy. If you're just not joining, I'm reading these messages from TD Jakes. Somebody who claimed to be TD Jakes at least. Because I don't believe TD Jakes would say all of this stuff. So it must be somebody else. It's got to be somebody else posing as TD Jakes. Willie D, you know me. You know, you H-Town, I'm Dallas. We up the street from each other. 3.5 hours from each other. You got an invitation to come see me anytime you want to link up, talk man to man. But this is your last time saying something about me on the internet. And it's unsubstantiated. Don't talk to your followers. Do not talk to your subscribers. You talk to me. You want to say something? You got something to say? You talk to me directly. And then I talk to God. I'll run it by God. Now this is, he going too far now, man, because I'm not, I don't think I have to have a middleman to get to God. He say, you talk to me. If you got something to say, you talk to me and I'll run it by God. I ain't the one to be played with, and I'm just letting you know, brother. And he brother is in all caps with exclamation mark. He must have been really mad when he said that, and he meant that. Look, he said, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I meant it, and the fight go with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to get back to the hotel. It's going down. Damn, it's going down. There it is, fam. Say, man, hey, Jakes ain't playing, man. Jakes ain't playing. He ain't playing. There's some other stuff he wrote, but I can't really say. I can't say this on YouTube. He said, Oprah, well, you know what? I'm going to keep it real. Oprah is a sellout. I do not rock with her. I just had her on my show, like I said, because women like her. Some women like her. Most women don't like her anymore because they understand they're asking questions. They keep asking questions. The biggest question that I need to answer from her, I told her straight up to her face, where are those damn kids from your school? And do you know that BITCH lied to me and looked at me in my face and said, they in their skin. They in their skin. Yeah, that's bad right there, y'all. That's bad. But anyway, man, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, let me get back into this. Okay, as you know, Diddy was arrested last September on charges related to alleged sex trafficking and racketeering. He's currently serving time. Well, he's not serving time, but I guess he is serving time to an extent. But he hasn't been convicted. But he is behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And in May, his trial finally began. Cassie, Don, Richard, Kid Cudi, and many more have taken the stand so far. He is not expected to testify. Wouldn't that be something if he did, though? If Diddy all of a sudden testified, I don't think he should testify. But if he did, boom. So it looks like, fam, closing arguments will begin. It looks like closing arguments could begin Thursday, and deliberations could start by Friday, because the defense has already said that it only needs one or 2 days to make its case. The prosecution says that they're about 2 days from closing. They say they all they need is a couple more days to make their case. So if that's the case, then if they need a couple of days and the defense need a day or two, this case could be over by the end of next week. And we could have a verdict by the end of next week, which I really don't think we will. I think they're going to try to push it close to the holidays, right up to 4th of July. I'm thinking we'll get a verdict around the 2nd, maybe the 1st. I do not think that they're going to roll over. I don't think that they want the jury to be because they're so close to the end of the trial. I don't think that they would have the jury take that baggage home for a long holiday and just be sitting around. I think they're going to try to get it over with. Now, here's the thing, fam. Where am I at? Right here. So when I hear these Diddy allegations, oftentimes I start thinking about that song TLC, that what about your friends? Like, man, these people just skied up on Diddy. They skied up on Diddy. A friend in need is a friend indeed. In other words, when your friend needs something, especially when they down, like Diddy is down right now, that is the time that you step up to the plate if you call yourself a friend. That's the time you step up to the plate and prove your loyalty. A friend should leap toward the opportunity to prove their friendship if one of their friends gets caught up in a jam, but especially a jam like this. Diddy is fighting the biggest fight of his life. This is the biggest fight of his life. And that just goes to show you, fam, with all of the people that's been around him and that clamor to be around him and be at his parties and smile in his face and toast and drinking his drink, eating his food, sucking up the air conditioner, being warmed by the heat on his boats, flying through the friendly skies on his planes, on his private planes, man. All of those people, maybe there's somebody saying something behind the scenes, but now, support me publicly like you celebrate me publicly. That's the way I see it. Let it be known. Don't be trying to hide and you're calling me on the cool. I got you, man. I'm good. No, man, get up in the front, man. Wave the flag. If you my partner, I'm not saying if by me being accused of what I'm being accused of, you're supposed to agree with me. Are you supposed to condone it? But at the very least, and then on top of everything, I'm not even guilty. I'm not even proven guilty. Remember? You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? So far, Diddy have not been proven guilty. So the friends, even if a friend said, I'm gonna cut you off, at the very least, the friend should wait till he's proven guilty to justify why they cut him off, right? It seemed like a friend would at least wait for all the evidence and see if he's going to be found guilty in a court of law before they cut him off, right? Jake said he came in and was gone in 30 minutes. But I'm almost certain I saw a video of Jake's eating dinner at Diddy's house. He said he stopped by his house for 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm almost certain I saw a video of Jake's at Diddy's house sitting there eating. I saw him having dinner. You remember this? This is when around the time Kim died. Well, after Kim died, and Diddy was on this spiritual journey. Yeah, and he was telling everybody TD Jakes was his spiritual advisor. Yeah. It's amazing how people you think so highly of will disconnect from you, will disassociate from you like that when you're going through a rough patch. Now, here's what's cold-blooded right here, fam. Here's what's cold-blooded. I'm about to hit you with something cold-blooded right here. Oprah has publicly denounced her relationship with Diddy, cut off all association whatsoever. I do not rock with Diddy. I have not been to Diddy parties, and on and on and on. She's go out of her way. She's went out of her way to let that be known. She's went out of her way to let that be known. But she's very silent about her affiliation with Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. I wonder why. So you're going to go out of your way to disassociate yourself. You're going to be very vocal about your disassociation with the brother, with the black man. But the white man, you silently support. You're very quiet about your affiliation with them. Not once have I heard Oprah say, I ain't never hung out with Harvey Weinstein. I ain't never been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. I don't do all of that. I don't party. Y'all know me. if I'm at a party, I'm gonna leave early. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where's Kris Jenner? Where's Ellen DeGeneres? Where are all of these people who was always at Diddy's parties? I mean, at the very least, you step up and say, yo, I've been to many Diddy parties. I've always thought Diddy was a cool dude. That's why I went. He throw the best parties. But as far as anything but freak offs and stuff like that, I just don't know anything about that, and I can't speak to that. I can only speak to my experience. What's wrong with that, fam? If I had went to any parties like that, any of his parties, and that was the extent of my involvement, I would not have any problem vocalizing that. I just see a lot of these people just don't have a spine. And it just goes to show you that, at the end of the day, you ain't got no friends unless you actually got a proven friend, somebody who's actually been in the trenches with you and they're proven. Most of us, we have people that we count as friends, but they're friends of convenience. As long as it ain't costing them nothing, it don't cost them nothing to be your friend. If they ain't got to sacrifice anything, as long as they don't have to sacrifice anything, y'all friends. But if they have to make any type of sacrifice on your behalf, then you'll see the true colors. The government is a big bad agency, man. It's a big bad group of people. The feds ain't nothing to play with. The feds ain't nothing to play with at all. But I'm not going to abandon a friend under any circumstances. I see you, Buckhorse. What up? Cedric Miller, what it do? Is that Lashia? January? Is that Lashia or Lacia? I'm going with Lashia. Maple. ECM, what up? Jermaine Davis. AT Aliens. Sharon Dorsey said a lot of these entertainers aren't friends and will drop people quick. Family. You ain't got to be an entertainer to drop. Let me give you a news flash. You got people right around you right now who ain't never touched the stage, but will drop you in a flash. Let them come up. See, that's one thing that's something that fools us a lot too, fam. Like if you hanging out with somebody and y'all in the exact same boat, both of y'all broke, and when you got $20, you share it, you bust it down and give him 10. We think Man, that's loyalty, man. That's my friend. But mess around and because if he got 10, you got 20, he got 20, you got 10, right? If you got 20, he got 10. But let him mess around and get a meal ticket and you still got 10. You got 20. Let him get a meal ticket and you ain't got nothing. You think he's gonna give you half of that $1 million? Oh, it's real easy to get somebody half of 10, half of 20, half of 10, $10. So that's how a lot of us, we get caught up. We be thinking like, man, like that's my partner. We both struggling. So we relate, because we both struggling. Ain't nothing, neither one of us got nothing. And when one of us gets something, we share what we have because we ain't really got nothing. Because I'm gonna share with him because when I'm broke, I'm gonna be broke tomorrow. I'm gonna be broke next week. He gonna share with me. We sharing broke money, So, but when one actually come up, let the other one get a lick. Let him hit that lottery, get a big settlement. That's when you're gonna see what he's about for real. Let him get a settlement. Let him hit that lottery. Let him get $1 million lick, and then watch what happens. Yeah, people got to understand that celebrities are a microcosm of society. So celebrities don't even represent 1% of society. So celebrities is a microcosm of society. So if you got a person who is stingy, if they become a celebrity, they're just going to be more stingy. If that person is generous, if they become a celebrity, they're going to be more generous. If that person is an a-hole, they're going to become a bigger a-hole if they become a celebrity. If that person is untrustworthy, they're going to become more untrustworthy. That's all. Celebrities are a microcosm of society. For every celebrity that you see out there, take the behavior of any celebrity you can think of, and you will find 10 million regular people just like them. Just like them. 10 million. So the only difference is the celebrity business gets put out there, whereas the other 10 million people can operate in silence. They can operate in the darkness, behind the scenes. Some of these celebrities, they stay in toxic relationships. They're always in toxic relationships because they're toxic. But for every celebrity that's in a toxic relationship, you can find 100 million people out there who are in the same toxic style relationships, in the same toxic relationships. But the celebrity just gets the brunt, of the criticism because they're in the spotlight. That's it. For every celebrity that run around with different dudes, always with a different dude every month, it's 10 million women out there that do the same thing. But their business just ain't put on Front Street because ain't no cameras following them around. For every celebrity male out there who sticking and moving, got a baby over here, a baby over here, got 5 baby mamas, 10 baby mamas, 10 baby mamas, and 10 babies, you can find 10 million dudes out there. You could, at the very least, you can find 1 million dudes out there who's in the same boat. At least 1 million. It's breeders everywhere. Breeders are an epidemic. It's an epidemic. And it didn't start with celebrities. See, I got to be on both sides, you know, so I got a better perspective than most people about these type of things. I got to see both sides, how both sides operate. I got to see the side of a fan and the side of a celebrity. I got to see the side of poor and I got to see the side of rich. You know, the have and the have not. And I've been on both sides, and I got friends who are on both sides, right? I got experiences. I got a more rounded experience about these things. So when I see people doing certain things, I don't be just like, oh, them, they. No, man, it's bigger than that. Whatever you see, that's just a microcosm. All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining live. A few more shout outs before I go. Tariq, what's up? Terrence Wilson. ECM, what up? Charles Feature. The Feature the third. The Feature or Feature? Feature. Marlon Reed, what up? Miss AP. Prayers, peace, and love. We're going to end right there. I like that. Prayers, peace, and love. Till next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.